This is the second half of the big varsity game. Let's go a little behind the scenes. I knew I had one of these t-shirts about somewhere. Right, behind the scenes, halftime team talk, led by Adam McKenzie. Mackers must have had a few good things to say. Sadly, I wasn't really listening. Not many were. Even the coach had problems not giving the cheerleaders a little bit of attention, as he couldn't even concentrate on the own dribble he was supposed to be saying. The rest of the halftime team talk, pretty standard. We've got to keep going, working hard, play for each other. We must win. It's a must-win game. Until David the Flymo Patterson peeps up with a minor complaint. He can't stop the ball because he's left back and he needs to be higher up the pitch. For those of you outside the hockey circle, the position you play has no bearing on whether or not you can stop the ball. David Patterson, a man of his age, 18, he's played Scottish under 18. He should have this fundamental skill of the game perfected almost by now. It had all the team worried. Thankfully, our expert coach was on hand and sorted the issue out straight away, and he put him in centre back. I think he only mistrapped the ball once in the second half, so great job, Adam McKenzie. This brings me on to the team that started the second half. Of course, we had our trusty Civ in nets. From right back, warrior number 1, Andy Taylor Tailspin. Beside him at right centre back, we had warrior number 2. 50% of the time he makes a great tackle, 50% it's the worst thing you're going to hear or see. It's Richard Gonzo Jess. Left centre back, thanks very much for playing the second half of the game, David Patterson. In at left back we have a man who'd rather be on a beach with a tall glass of cold, ice cold milk with a slither of cheesecake on the side. It's Fraser Sands. Right midfield, the original Sunshine Kid himself, Andy Malcolm. In the centre, trusty captain Josh McLean. Left midfield, he looks like he's had too much wine. He's got a bit of dribble. Get him a bib. It's Paul Ritchie. Left wing, he just woke up from his power nap. I can assure you he's good to go. It's Aidan Jesh Doherty. Left winger, our formidable striker and lever. Can I have an egg? No salad, Callum Mitchell. Right bang down the middle, big man from Aberdeen. He has a shaved head. It is a shambles. He is Stephen Beattie. This leaves us on the bench with Torres, a man known for kicking the ball. Again, for those of you outside the hockey circle, you use your stick, not allowed to kick the ball. Gappy, he's lost his tooth. He does have a very functional replacement. Also warming the bench was a slightly injured Moaning Myrtle. As we took to the pitch to carry on the momentum from the first half, Edinburgh stopped us dead in our tracks with a cleverly running a diversion based on rumours within our ranks. It was a stark naked Edinburgh pupil only clutching to a large inflatable orange hammer to conceal his dignity. That over and done with. We started the half poorly. The diversion seemed to be doing the job. Both our centre backs, for whatever reason, perhaps a previous event was still running through their minds. Their distribution had gone to pot. Couldn't string two passes together. I don't want to insinuate anything by that comment. Rest all over the pitch, silly mistakes, running into flat sticks. And before we knew it, one had got through the sieve. If you ask Moody, he would tell you it was a well-placed, firm shot. Unfortunately though, if you ask anyone of the many hundreds of spectators, they would tell you it really trickled towards him and he kicked the air above the ball. It was a blunder. Let's move on. It gets better for us. The goal acted as a catalyst. Great words, some might say. Hungry for it being the win. Not any dairy products or side salads, please. We were refreshed again. Long passes started to stick up front for a change. And luckily, Gappy wasn't on the pitch nor the bus long enough to benefit. We were piling on the pressure. Edinburgh Uni on the back foot. Even Mitchell had a chance, but instead took the opportunity to boost his match stats, getting a remarkable 6 shots on target for what should have been an easy tap-in. Eventually we did have some success through an unlikely hero. He hails from Blackpool. He is a big man. He is Andy Taylor. Gathering a rebound, sending it high into the Edinburgh net. Fantastic moment, everyone elated. Very worthy of his colourful selection of Vodka Rev's finest shots. 1-1. The what weren't going to stop there though. The fire was stoked, the energy from the crowd, boosting the players, making them go to lengths they'd never gone to before, pleading for another what goal. Torres, trying his best not to kick the ball. Stephen Beattie running amok up front. Callum Mitchell going on some great runs himself. Even Scott, Moaning Myrtle, came on up front for a wee go at the Edinburgh. It was a breeze. We were cruising by. We won a short corner. I dragged it out. It was expertly stopped by Richard Jess. Fraser Sands took his normal exquisite lumbered run up and caught the ball perfectly in the hook, and it was complete crap. Thankfully though, the rebound went straight to our captain, who had his wits about him, took a quick early shot across the D, and the brave soul that he is, Andy Malcolm, diving full length, outstretched stick, tapped it past the Edinburgh keeper. That's right folks, 2-1 the what. Fantastic, everyone's elated, everyone thinks we've done it, that's it. And for whatever reason we go inside our shell, we stop playing. Then the umpires run amok. They wanted a slice of the attention. Cards were flying left, right and centre. As I've already said, Gappy sent off for nothing. Josh sent off for not being 5, yellow card. Thankfully though, it was on both teams. Their captain, Callum Duke, not only a green card, not only 2 yellow cards, but also the red card. That's right folks, traffic lights. He was gone. Terrible umpiring, didn't really help anything. And that brings us to the last 10 minutes. A bit of a sore spot. We basically crumpled it up and threw it away. Then score was 4-2. Devastating. We're coming back from 1-0 down to 2-1, and for whatever reason they had good chances, they took them. We just weren't on it. Credit to Edinburgh. What else was there to do? For us freshers, that was the biggest game. For the leavers, that was their last game. Everyone was down in the dumps in an individual pit of despair. Why not have a rowing race? Literally seconds after our game, rowing machines were brought on. A girls' relay, quite the spectacle. So much so that Gabby had to get on the shoulders of Moody, have a wee look. We got slightly bored. It's 10 minutes of a rowing machine. We headed to the showers and prepared for our usual after-match gig at Cargo. I must add at this point, 3 fantastic performances on the night out from Aidan Docherty, staying awake the entire night, providing great banter on the dance floor, and a surprise Andrew Malcolm joining the lads on the night out. And last but not least, Richard Jess, usually a man to stick to 3 beers. He went nuts. He had 4, maybe 5 beers and maybe even 4 shots. Fantastic. Never seen him in that state before. So much energy. Pity about the long walk home. You'll get her next time, man. I'm sure you will. I'd like to say thanks, hopefully on behalf of all the freshers. Thanks for taking us in, teaching us the ways of university hockey. Hopefully it'll be a good year next year. And for the leavers, thanks very much. It's been great playing with you, and all the best in whatever you're doing next year. And thanks again, guys.